y'all, it's Shay here, and today's a good day. It's my favorite day of the week. It's Wednesday, bleh. It's Wednesday slash Thursday. Wednesday for me, Thursday for y'all, and it is our weekly whipping chats. I'm telling you, I look forward to this. It's a way to just catch up with everybody. I want to hear how y'all are doing, so please in the comments tell me. It's just a way to like meet up with friends once a week and have coffee, and it's just, I love it. And it's a way for me to kind of, like I said, it's my weekly free therapy where I get to just blah and say it all. Speaking of coffee, I do have mine right here. Coffee today comes to us from, let's see if I can get the sleeve off. Anybody recognize, I don't want to tilt it too much. Anybody recognize that logo? That would be Chick-fil-A. I got some Chick-fil-A coffee. Let me take a little sip. Today's a big day in our household, so that's why we went out already. Today is Jasper's birthday. Jasper turns 3 years old today on Wednesday, and we took him, my daughter and I, about 9:30 this morning. Ooh, speaking of, I think that's him at the door. Actually, let me go grab him and we can say happy birthday to him. Hold on just a second. I'm back. Hello, I've got Jasper with us. Hey, Jasper. What do you think? Do you want a diamond paint? I know y'all. Let me see if y'all can see him. Jasper? Jasper, can you look up, buddy? Are you sniffing everything? That's my little Jasper. Look up, buddy. No? I know it's like when someone says, you know, oh, what a cute baby you have. And they say, oh, say hi. And of course the baby doesn't talk. Yeah. Oh, he's gonna look up. Maybe. No? But yeah, Jasper's 3 today. So, all right, Jaspy. Before we get any dog hair all over the place. You a good boy? Yes. So what we did was, this morning, we took Jasper to Hollywood Feed, which is a really fun dog store. And they have dog treats and dog food and dog toys. And it's a really cool place. And we only go there like for special occasions because it's a little pricey. But we took him in there on his leash. And first of all, he got to go for a car ride, which if y'all have watched my other videos, you'll remember that he actually jumped out the car window when I was taking one of the kids to school a few months ago. And so he's no longer been allowed in the car. So this was his first time to get back in the car again. Oh, thank you, buddy. Thank you for the licks. But he, so this morning he got to go for a car ride and we took him to Hollywood Feed. He got to pick out 2 toys, so a little pack of balls. He loves balls. And then he also got to, have y'all ever seen those, it's called Kongs, and it's like a plastic, or it's like a rubber little toy, and there's a hole in there, and they have this, it looks like Cheese Whiz, and it's like this paste, and you can squeeze in the paste, and we got peanut butter flavor. So he'll get that later. That'll be a nice little treat. Okay, buddy, you wanna get down? Oh, what a good boy. Okay. All right, Jasper. Oh, he's so heavy. He's a big Boston. He weighs about 30 something pounds, so he's definitely on the higher end. Oh, he's heavy. I was holding him that whole time. So yeah, we took him there, and we also got a bag of Achilles tendons. They're disgusting, but the dogs love them, and it's a treat, but it's actually the Achilles tendon of a cow. Yeah, I know. It's really gross, but they love them, so it's just a treat that we give them every once in a while. So we did that. And then afterwards, on the way home, my daughter realized she hadn't had breakfast yet. And so we stopped at Chick-fil-A and we gave Jasper a few hash browns, and I got my coffee, and we got some little chicken minis, which are really good. And so, yeah, it's been a busy day already. And it's, let's see, it's now 11. So I thought I would try to do my whip and chat before we, you know, really get going for the day. We're planning on taking Jasper to the dog park. And since he loves balls so much, just let him just throw the ball over and over and over, the tennis balls, and just let him chase them. So he's going to have a really good day today. All right, y'all. I have so much to talk about today. Let's see if we can get it all in. Let's do first things first before we start chatting. Let's go ahead and just cover what I'm working on. So my painting, because of course this is for the Sheena Pike Along, I'm doing the Frenchie corn. And he is so cute. I'm loving it. As you can see, I've done the bottom. It's just a partial. So I've done the bottom, and then now you can see a little eyeball. Got the eye sticking out. Let's see, I've got my Bella Art Dana Cole tray. Got my Diamond Pen Pal pen. That's got the roll stop. And I'm using micro glue dots in my single placer and pink wax in my, let's see, my 7 placer. I do use the white release papers, which I got on Amazon, and I'll link everything down below. And then I'm also using my Elizabeth Ward storage containers. And I think that's all the things. But y'all, as you can see, I've got a box right here. I don't know if y'all have seen, I unboxed this and put the video up. I think it was yesterday. And I am in quite a quandary now of what to do. So if you haven't seen this, I'll just show it real quick. I've already done an unboxing, so I'm not going to go over it in great detail, but I ordered a big box of ABs, and it's got a huge selection. And so, and I've never really worked with ABs before. I mean, I've bought a few, kind of played with them here and there, but haven't really done a whole lot with them. So just for fun, I wanted to, but now the hard part is I've already started the painting and I just got these. But I went through and just kind of looked at because there's a lot of colors. There's 48 colors in this painting. I went through and flipped through the box and just looked to see how many ABs I had that matched the numbers that were in this painting. There's a lot. Y'all, oh my gosh, I'm overwhelmed. I'm a little overwhelmed. I don't even know. And since, oh gosh, y'all, I'm getting it stuck in here. That's not good. Hold, please. I forgot this was uncovered. Well, this is going to be interesting. I'm going to pull it real slow. Y'all, I got so excited there. I do not want this to get stuck, so I'm just going real slow. It's coming off. I think we're in good shape. Come on, buddy. I mean, I was really stuck on there. I forgot this was opened, and I didn't have a release paper on it. Well, this is embarrassing. Hey, there's always a blooper, you know? What are you going to do? It's real life. Okay, it's like peeling off one of those, like, you know, sale price stickers without, you know, making a mark. Okay, y'all, I'm going to cover this before I get into more trouble. All right, I covered them up. Can't see them anymore. But y'all, and since I've already started the painting, I don't even know, like, which ones to even, like, do now. And like I said, the reason why I got this box, and I talk about it in the unboxing, is because I don't really know what to do with ABs, and so I just got a variety pack, and now I'm like, oh gosh, what do I do now? So, you know, this already came with 2 ABs, so now I'm like, oh great, where do I, and I'm sure like the bow tie, is probably one of the numbers. It looks like maybe like a 917. I don't even know what the symbol was. So now I've got to decide if I'm going to add any more ABs and what they're going to be. And I've only done the bottom portion of the painting. So, but you know, the stars, which are already ABs, these are ABs already, but these weren't, but I probably could have used those there, but I don't know. I'm just going to have to, I don't know what to do now. I'm telling you. And now I think, this is why I don't work with ABs, because I get so overwhelmed. It's just too many decisions. So now I'm like, why did I go through and why was there I was hoping I was just going to have like, I don't know, like maybe 3 or 4 and maybe just, you know, sprinkle those here and there. But now that I've started working on it, I'm thinking, ooh, what are ABs? Now, which ones are ABs? So I definitely know that I have used 310 before, ABs, and I'm not a huge fan of them because it's not just black. It kind of, you know, they've got the AB coating on them. So I definitely know I don't want to do the black in his eye ABs, but I'm curious what that L is. Let's see. L, that's 823, 823. I wonder if I have, because that's like this, that's like around his eye. I don't know if I have that one. So yeah, I just might have some fun with this along the way. I won't do this with y'all because, you know, you might get bored. Yeah, I don't even think I have that color. Okay, that's good. Well, that eliminates one thing. But yeah, I'm just going to have to go through and see, you know, what symbols, I guess. So it may take me a little bit longer, but it'll be fun. So, but for right now, I think I'm just going to stick with, you know, the numbers that it calls for. And we'll just, actually, I take that back. I did see, now I'm going, y'all. Look at me. Okay, 208. That's going to be the symbol, the number, I don't know if y'all can't see this. Y'all are so far away. But number 3 is, number 3, it's that 208. And I did see that in an AB. So let's play, ooh, 208. Ooh, it's a purple. You'll see that? Okay. 208. Yeah. So the 208 will kind of just go, I hope that's going to look good. I don't know. Let's see what the regular one looks like. Yeah, so it's just going to give it, you know, here's the before and after. So it's just going to give it a little more bling, and it's just kind of around his eye right here. Why not, right? Let's go for it. All right, we're just going to go for it. I'm not going to overthink it. We're just going to go for it. All right, so I'm going to do those, y'all. Let's do some ABs. Okay, so like I said, I've got a ton of stuff to talk about today, so I need to get on with it and stop talking about ABs, even though we all love our ABs. So, all right, first things first, my thank yous. I've got some notes over here, so if y'all see them, I have to take notes or I will forget. I do have, I've been diagnosed with ADHD. So I don't know if I've told y'all that before, but I'm very, I can be all over the place. So I have to take notes. I do that with everything, my to-do lists, because if I don't, then I lose track. And it's hard when I clean because I have a tendency to want to like start a room and then I go somewhere else and I never get anything done. So, okay. Thank yous. Now, y'all, I can't believe this, but 2 different people this week bought me coffees. And I know a lot of the creators are doing it now. So if y'all are familiar with it, you've probably heard about it, but it's the buymeacoffee.com. And it's where you can do, you can support a creator and a channel, whichever one your favorites. And it's a way to donate towards the channel. And all the money, of course, goes back to the channel. And it just helps us buy things to show you guys. And we really do appreciate it. So this week, sorry, y'all, I'm trying to get into this without breaking a nail. Here we go. So this week, I got a coffee bought for me from Shannon Birch, one of the subscribers. And she said, love your channel, Shay. It's so great to get to know you. Let's see. Oh, my handwriting is so bad, y'all. To get to know others that love DPing. Keep up your great work. Oh, thank you, Shannon. That was so sweet. I love that. Really, really sweet. Y'all, these mean the world to me. And how you find out you've received one is you'll just be checking your email. And, email is kind of boring. And then all of a sudden it just pops up in your email. You've been bought a coffee. I'm like, oh my gosh. And so it makes checking your email fun because you never know if something's going to pop up in there. So that was from Shannon. Thank you again, Shannon. That really means a lot to me. And again, it will go back towards the channel. That's pretty much all I buy anyways, is stuff that's diamond painting related. Oh, y'all, these are so pretty. Oh my gosh. Wow. I'm just going to sit here and shake them all day. Yeah, they line up really good too. During the unboxing, I opened up a pack of the squares and took a look at them, but I did not look at any of the rounds yet. Oh, those are beautiful. A lot of these ABs I've never seen before because I don't have very many ABs. Wow, hope y'all can really see that. And I know it's a lime green, or it's a yellow tray. Looks lime green when I look up at the camera. But yeah, those are really pretty. Okay, my other coffee that was purchased for me was from Angela Porch. And she said, great channel, so happy I found it. And y'all, when I hear things like that and read things like this, I'll tell you what, it means, more than you can imagine. And it just means so much, it just warms your heart and makes you it's so nice that someone appreciates what you're doing and that you're putting yourself out there. And so I really do appreciate that. So thank both of y'all very, very much. Thank you. That's just meant a lot to me. So let's see. That was my couple thank yous there. Now, I know this is for the Sheena Pike Along. So this is Whip and Chat week 2. Now I know that in my first Whip and Chat, I asked y'all to put, a dog emoji in there. And then of course, post your progress photos on Instagram. And, a lot of people have been doing that and I got a lot of comments. So what I'm going to do is, because it's only Wednesday for me, and this is going to go out on Thursday, and I still want to give everybody a full week to respond. I'm going to go ahead and film this today, obviously, but then right before I put it up on Thursday, before it goes up on Thursday for y'all, I'm going to do the random number generator and I'm going to do the giveaway then. And I'll put that in the end of the video. So y'all got to watch till the end. And then that way it'll be fair and it'll be a full week, you know, for people to respond. And I'll have all the comments in at that point. Because I feel like if I did it today, it wouldn't be fair. It'd kind of be a day short. So if y'all are okay with that, I figured that's what we're going to do. I also am going to put a little twist on things like I like to do sometimes. I like to do little surprises. So originally it was only going to be, you know, one winner to win, you know, like I showed y'all, Sheena Pike, one of her prints, and then a Muni Made tray. Well, I was feeling bad that there's a lot of people that can't participate because they're waiting for their Craftably pre-orders to come in, and they haven't come in yet. So I'm going to be doing an additional giveaway to include those folks. You know, it's just, what are you going to do? You can't participate if you don't have a painting, and I understand that, and I was kind of in the same boat. I had to kind of, you know, find one, you know, when I found out that those weren't coming in when I thought they were going to be coming in originally. So I want to offer more than one giveaway. I might even do 3. I don't know. We'll see. So y'all just watch to the end, and I'll make that announcement and those drawings. Like I said, I'll just do a random number generator and we'll pick some winners. Okay. So wait for the end for that. And then, of course, you know, keep watching Mindy's, because Mindy's going to be, you know, in her, I think her whip and chat. I don't think it's come out yet while I'm filming this, but she releases hers on Wednesdays. So you'll be seeing her. You've already seen her whip and chat. And go ahead and follow her instructions on what to do to win her prize, because she'll be doing her prize next week. All right. So I'm having a great time doing this. I love seeing all the progress pictures and all the start pictures. I mean, it's so fun. And like I told y'all before, this is my first time to do an event. So it's been so fun. Just, it brings you even closer to the community than what I was expecting it to. I've never done an event before, so I didn't really know what to expect. But I don't know, there's something about it. You become closer, obviously, to the person hosting with you, which is fun. And then also everybody that's participating, you get to just see their style of paintings that they like to do. And it's just been a lot of fun. So, all right, let me just step back and see how this is working. What do y'all think? Y'all see? He's kind of got glitter around his eyes. He is gonna be fancy. Oh my gosh. I've got this okay, hey, we're going with it, y'all. We are gonna go with it. This is kind of gonna be just a kind of fun, try it out, see what ABs do to a painting. See, this is what happens. I start to like second guess it all and go, oh, I don't know. That's not how it was charted. That's not how maybe it should look. And I question it all. That's one of the things I struggle with. I'm very, very, very undecisive. I will second guess everything. I mean, it takes me forever sometimes when I go shopping to make a decision, pick something. So that's why, you know, every time I do ABs, I'm like, oh, I don't know. But why not? You can't go wrong with sparkle, right? Okay, I'm just going to keep going with it. I mean, in worst case scenario, if I don't like it, I could just take them off. Right, Jasper? He just snorted. He agrees. All right. So we've talked about the giveaway, so I'll do that at the end. Let's talk about the week. What's been kind of going on with me this past week. So let's see. Last time we talked was, like I said, Wednesday/Thursday. And let's see, Friday was someone's birthday that I'm very close to, that a lot of people know in the community. On YouTube, she's You Can Call Me Butter, and that's Randy. She turned 50 on Friday, and we live really close to each other, and we celebrated her birthday. We went out to dinner with our husbands. The 4 of us went out. My youngest daughter spent the night with my mother-in-law, so she got to go be spoiled at grandma's house Friday night. And my boys are old enough to stay home alone, so they were here just doing their thing. And yeah, we went out to a sushi restaurant. It was so good. It's one I've never been to before, so it was really fun to, you know, experience a different restaurant. She looks amazing. She looked amazing, just the whole deal. She's beautiful. And my daughter even saw a picture of us the first time that we had lunch together. And my daughter saw it on my phone after, and I'm like, yeah, that's my friend Randy. And she goes, she's really pretty. She said, she's younger than you. And I was like, so we are close in age, but I am younger than her. But my daughter did not think so. So Randy is aging well for sure. She looks amazing. Her husband was so nice. Our husbands got along. I mean, y'all, we closed the place down pretty much. I mean, they were like, we started looking around after 3.5 hours, three and a half hours of just sitting there talking and realizing that there was nobody else around us. And we're like, we should probably let them go home now. They probably want to close. So we had the best time. And like I said, it was fun to try out a new restaurant. And on the way home, my husband and I were talking, and we even, we were having a good time talking about all the fun restaurants that we could take them to and have them experience, some of our favorites, because that was, their favorite sushi restaurant. So, yeah, really, really good time. So that was Friday, and I was really excited. I had the girl that does the Muni Made trays, Municorny, she also does, if you've ever checked out her Etsy site, she does some crochet. She does little plushies. And I had her, and if you've seen Randy's unboxing, I think she did it yesterday. I had so Randy's logo is a little roll with a pat of butter on top. And I had her logo created into like a little crochet plushie. And it turned out so cute. So Randy got that, and she really liked it. So I had fun, planning that for her. And, it's always fun to have something, something that's, that means that it's almost like homemade, that you didn't just buy from a store. So I made a little gift basket for her and gave that to her, and she really appreciated it. So yeah, so Friday was it was fun. It was fun to get out, with other adults, and just to, just hang out and go to a fancy restaurant and have wine and sushi. And it was really, really nice. And the company was amazing and awesome. So that was so fun. So we did that on Friday. And then Saturday and Sunday was a lot of selling, and just cleaning out. So I know I've talked about it before, and for those of you that are new may not know, but there is a potential. I say a potential because I don't know if it's going to come true or not, but hey, a girl can dream, girl can hope. I'm hoping, and my husband says maybe, it may take a little while, but I think we're going to get to it. But there might be a potential for a craft room for me. And with that being said, the space that we'd be using the craft room for, it's currently a game room / playroom that my daughter normally uses for her toys and her Barbies. And that's where her and her friends kind of play and make messes. So, we've decided, my daughter and I went through a lot of her things, and there's a lot of toys that she's outgrown that she no longer plays with. And I told her, I said, if you're willing to sell this, and, I'll give you the money for it. So, because I know it's always hard for kids to, and it's hard for me too. There's some sentimental value, around some of these things. And, but we both agreed that she didn't play with them anymore, and they were kind of babyish, if you will. And so, she was willing to, sell some things. And we've also donated quite a few things too. But some of the things that we sold were things, like American Girl doll accessories, and those can be expensive. Now, some of them were the Target brand, but still, I know that there should be a lot of little girls out there that would like it. And we had some lamps and just some old bedding of hers, that she no longer, was using. So anyways, we, on Facebook, now as y'all know, if you've heard me talk about Facebook before, I'm not a Facebook user. I only have Facebook to use for the marketplace. It's like a garage sale site that they have on Facebook for your city. And it's a great way to sell things. And I had really good luck. Friday I did a little bit while she was actually Saturday is when I got most of it done because she was at her grandma's house. So Saturday I just kind of spent the day posting a bunch of things and sold quite a bit. All in all, sold about $100 worth of stuff. And she, of course, spent it the very next day or 2 days later. I don't know if y'all have seen that video yet. It went out today, that What's in Store Wednesday. We did a little shopping for her first. And she was very motivated to sell all those things so she could go buy new things. So, my gosh, I think that's the last thing that girl needs is more stuff. That's what I kept telling myself as I was, going through all her things. I'm like, okay, I need to start saying no because this is the more toys, the more messes, just the more stuff that you have to deal with and clean up and tell her to clean up and find a spot for. Anyways, I'll be kind of happy when she gets to that stage like my boys are now, where they don't play with toys anymore. Because, you know, she's being my third. It's like, okay, this is the third time I've had to do this. It's just a lot when they are into Barbies and little things and, you know, all these little parts. So we went through, and like I said, I sold quite a bit, which felt good, because the room that would be the craft room is getting cleaned out little by little. You know, it's got less than it had in there before. So I was just this little selling machine. But the only thing about that Facebook stuff is some people are so flaky, and they're really, I hate to say it, but they're not the sharpest tools in the shed. Some of the people, okay, for instance, I was selling a lamp, and I had a picture of the lamp, you know, in the listing. I had the light on, the lamp was turned on, and it was a close-up of the light. And I would have several people ask me, does it work? Hello, it's on in the picture. Yes, it works. It's not, I mean, or, you know, oh my gosh, y'all, this one, I felt so bad for them. Okay, so my daughter was selling a little wooden armoire for dolls, for baby dolls, for 18-inch little dolls. And it had unicorn stickers on it, and it was white and it was wooden, but it had unicorn stickers all over it. Well, in the description, it said, you know, wooden armoire for, you know, baby dolls, and I had the size and everything, the dimensions. Well, this gentleman said he was interested. I'm like, okay, great. So, you know, he said he was I said porch pickup. So I had it on the porch ready for them to pick up. Everything I was doing was porch pickup, so I didn't have to deal with anybody. And so the doorbell rings, and I'm like, oh no. So I go to the door, and he goes, are you Melissa? Now, y'all, that was another funny thing about this. The brand of the armoire was Melissa and Doug. That's the company that makes it, that makes these toys. I'm sure some of you have probably heard of it before. It's kind of a popular brand. So he called me Melissa, which was the brand name of the product. And I'm like, no. I said, you're here to purchase something, correct? To buy something? He goes, yeah. And I said, and I pointed at that because that was the only thing left. And I said, is it the armoire? And he kind of looked at me, and I guess his wife was in the car, and she kind of looked at him, and they both smiled. And he goes, this is it? And I said, yeah. And he I don't think he spoke very good English, or very much English, but he was just like kind of pointing like at a bigger, like, so what I'm assuming is he thought it was a big armoire, like, you know, normal size, not for dolls, but for people. And y'all, it was $10. So I don't know who would sell an armoire for $10, like a big one. And why would it have unicorn stickers on it? But I mean, y'all, and I felt so bad for him. And I said, I said, it's okay. I said, you don't have to buy. And he goes, no. And he just insistent on giving me the $10 and taking it, which I thought he did not have to do. But I felt bad for them, but I don't think it was what they were expecting. So, oh my gosh. So, you know, you got to deal with a lot of different things. You have to deal with, you know, a lot of people saying they want it, and it's pending pickup, and they say they're going to show up, and they never show up. Or you've got people that, you know, they're buying, like I was selling this one lamp, and it's a floor lamp, and it's really big. It used to be in my boys' rooms. It's kind of like kind of modern looking. It's like a real arch, just got like a, you know, it's kind of like it's hard to describe, but it's long. It's really, really long. So you need a good size car. But I even mentioned in the description, and even said it to the folks that said they were going to buy it, you might want to bring some tools to remove the base because it's really long, and I don't know if it'll fit in your car. Well, of course, you've got people pull up buying bigger things that pull up in these little, you know, compact cars, and you're like, oh my gosh, how are they going to fit that in their car? And, you know, and again, everything's porch pickup, so I really try not to get involved. Not that I won't help anybody. I just, you know, I'm just trying to sell stuff. I'm just, if you go ahead, you can take it. You can take it. And then I've had people ring the doorbell and tell me that they need a change. Do I have change for $100 for something that's like $5? I'm like, no, I don't have change. Oh, y'all. And it's just the people that say they're going to come, and you have to keep communicating with, like right now I'm talking to a guy. We're trying to sell an IKEA desk. that was one of the kids that my daughter's using like as a craft table. And we're trying to get rid of it. And I have it listed for like, I don't know, $30. And I've got people asking me if I'll take 15. I'm like, sure, whatever. I just want to sell it. So you got people that are really trying to, get the price down, which is fine. But then this one guy keeps saying he's coming, and then he never comes. And then he'll ask me a question. He's like, what are the dimensions? I'm like, well, the dimensions are in the description. Then he'll ask me, are the legs, can you take the legs off? Do the legs disassemble so I can fit it in my car? Yes, the legs come off. It's just one thing after another. And the guy's so flaky. He's like, oh, I was going to come today, but now I'm going to come tomorrow. And then he doesn't show up. So I don't know. So it's a lot of work for $15 sometimes to sell some of these things. Sometimes you just want to go, I'm just going to donate it. So I probably will get to the point where I'll just donate some stuff, which is, the right thing to do too, because there are people that need things. Oh my gosh. But yeah, the selling of stuff is always, always interesting, to say the least. It's quite entertaining. So what else has been going on? So that's the selling. So we had a power outage. Of course, it's been raining like crazy here, y'all. It has not stopped. I mean, it'll stop for a day and then it just rains that afternoon. It's just been raining a lot, more than usual. It feels like we live in Seattle. So we were, there was a really bad storm and the power went out real quick and it came right back on. Didn't think anything of it. Had to reset the clocks and everything seemed fine. But then I noticed the internet wasn't working. I was like, that's weird. So my husband wasn't home at the time. He was picking up my daughter from, my mother-in-law's. So when he got home, I told him the power had gone out and the internet was not working. Well, he couldn't get it to work. He thinks that it actually fried everything. So he had to order a new modem. So we had to go home. So we didn't have internet I was just using my phone. But yeah, we didn't have any internet for a while. So that made uploading videos and that made it interesting. It took a lot longer than it normally would have. But things are getting better. You got the new modem and it seems to be a lot faster. So I think we got something even better than what we had before. So I'll take that. That's good news. So, we also found out, it happened but 2 days ago. My husband and I were in the kitchen and my daughter comes running down. Mom, Dad, I think there's a leak. And it's like pouring down rain when she comes and tells us because it's been nonstop rain. We go, what? Where? She goes, I hear water dripping. And so we run upstairs and in the hallway, sure enough, there's water dripping from a closet down to the floor. And there's a big puddle of water on the carpet. And we thought, oh my gosh. So my husband, so he grabs a bucket and he goes and he, let me see what color what symbol I want to do next. Let's do E's. And then I'll tell y'all. So, I don't think I have any of these ABs. I don't want to go AB crazy, right, y'all? Okay, so he goes, I need to go up in the attic and see, where it's coming from. See if I can put the Jasper, don't start. He's whining for a ball under the bed. So he goes up to the attic and he's like, I think I found it, but I'm going to have to move a lot of stuff. So one good thing came out of it. We ended up cleaning up the attic. He threw down a bunch of boxes that we had been saving from different things we had bought and wanted to hold on to and make sure we didn't want to return them. So a bunch of boxes, but he did find the leak. So unfortunately we do have a leak. It did stop raining, so that's good, but we have a bucket up there. But in the time that he was trying to fix the leak, he accidentally bumped into something and a switch went off and all of a sudden the air conditioning stopped working. And he noticed there were some wires that were out. It looks like a transformer. Y'all, I don't know a lot about this stuff, so I could be describing it wrong, but all I know is he told me that the air conditioner stopped working and I was like, oh my gosh. First it's a leak in the roof and now it's the air conditioner. So it's like we almost made it worse. So he's like, I gotta call the guy. So he calls them. They come out, the next morning, next afternoon, and then it's the AC guy that comes because that's what we told them was wrong. Now we did realize that the AC downstairs came back on, was working fine. It was just the one upstairs. So he thought maybe that's the one that the wires are out of. It must be the one upstairs. So the guy goes up there. He tells my husband, he goes, sir, it's not your AC. We're like, what? He's like, it was just this little button that you accidentally bumped into. So he switched it on, and it's working. So it really wasn't as bad as we thought, but we do have to have another guy come out that does electrical to actually fix some wires. Now, what the wires were for is the doorbell. So the doorbell no longer works, but that's not a big deal. But we do have an appointment for someone to come out. They were nice. They said they wouldn't charge us. You know, they would charge us the service fee to come out one time, but they won't charge us again when the other guy comes out to fix the wires for the doorbell. But my husband was kind of embarrassed. He's like, oh, I feel kind of dumb. I just, there was like a switch that flipped that I must have bumped into. But he saw those wires, you know, ripped out. So he thought that's what he had done. And, you know, he's like, oh, I feel dumb. I'm like, don't worry about it. I'm like, you're not an electrician or a AC repair guy. How are you supposed to know? So, y'all, yeah, if it's not one thing, it's another, right? It's always something. Sorry, I've got some wax on my AB, or on my drill. It's one thing about the glue dots. I love them, but sometimes they just want to come on out. Yep. I loaded them in here not too long ago, so they're always super sticky at the very beginning, and then they kind of get dirty and they get a little bit better. All right, so that's kind of the house stuff that went on. What else? So we had a leak in our roof. Oh, y'all. Okay, so my daughter, so Lou, you know, the whole bunny thing that we'd gone through before, finding Peter the rabbit and all the sad stuff we had to go through. Well, the other day, her and her friend, the same little girl that found the little bunny, you know, a month or so ago, her and that same little girl come running in the house, like, Mom, there's a baby bunny out here. And I'm thinking, oh no, not again. But this time they go in the front yard, and I was like, okay. So I run out there and I'm like a baby. And they're like, no, not like Peter, a little bit older. So I go out there, and they were kind of freaked out because it was on the grass, but it was under Ryan's truck. And so they thought maybe Ryan was going to go somewhere and maybe run over the bunny. I was like, no, it's fine. It's in the grass. It's just the bed of the truck hanging over, and it was raining. I said, the bunny's just probably, you know, trying to keep dry. And y'all, it was so cute. It was so tiny. Not as tiny. I mean, the eyes were open. It was like good. It was a bunny, you know, fully functioning, you know, can fend for itself. But it was only about, I mean, I didn't take a picture. It was just like this tiny. It was so small and so cute. And so they kind of just sat there, and I'm like, okay, we all, you know, just leave it alone. You know, don't bother it too much. So I go back in the house. A little while longer, I go outside to check on them because I don't see them in the yard anymore. And so I just step outside, kind of look over and see if they're anywhere. Well, I see them over there on the other side of Ryan's truck, and they're in the grass, and there's a blanket. I'm like, what are y'all doing? I'm like, you still looking at that bunny? And I thought they were kidding, but my daughter's like, Lou's like, no, we're holding it. What? You're holding it? You're holding a wild bunny? How did y'all even catch that? And I thought they were kidding at first. No, sure enough, I walk over there, and they are holding a bunny in their little hands, and it's just it looks fine. It's happy. It's just looking around. Yeah, so they're holding this little bunny, and then another little girl, another little neighbor had showed up. So there's 3 little girls huddled around this little tiny little bit, and they had a blanket. They were so cute. And then I'm like, okay, well, and then I thought, oh, I don't know if rabies, or is it safe or sanitary for her to be holding a bunny, and all the little girls are holding bunnies. I was like, oh my gosh. And I just said, just be careful, and please wash your hands. Don't hold it very much longer, and wash your hands when you're done. So they, I go back out there again to check on them, and this time they found another one. So now there's 2. So they have 2. And my daughter has a little basket on the front of her bike, and they put a little towel with some grass in her bike basket and had one of the bunnies in the basket. Y'all, it was crazy. I don't know what was going on. I feel like I was just losing, I don't know, it's like a circus around here. Like, what are y'all doing with these bunnies? Leave them alone. So my husband had come out, and he's like, what is going on? I'm like, oh, they're holding bunnies. And he's like, they need to let them go. I'm like, I know. So she did release the bunnies back into the wild. But ever since, she's been bunny crazed, and constantly her and her friends are all, I mean, it gives them something to do, which is great. It keeps them busy, but they're always on the hunt for bunnies. Always. And I keep telling her, I'm like, you know, I'm afraid that if you touch them, maybe their mothers are going to smell you and not come back to them. I don't know. I don't know enough about bunnies, so it's hard to say. But yeah, so we're still on the bunny trail. But we need to, those bunnies, can't have any flowers planted. I love them and I hate them. I got a love-hate with the bunnies because I had planted, let's see, what was it? Oh, it was last spring. And I spent a lot of money on these flowers. I don't remember what they were. But now it's going to bother me. I'll think of it. But they, take a little coffee break. But yeah, they ate down to the stem and then even further. They just ate all my flowers. And I was so mad. And I'd spent, like $100 on these flowers. Jasper. And so I was a little upset with them. So I have not replanted flowers in the beds because I'm afraid they're just going to eat them again. They're just taking over. They're insane, those bunnies. All right, what else has been going on? Oh, yes. I've got some good news. Really, really good news. Y'all aren't going to believe this. I still can't believe it. I think I'm done with this color. So, here's my announcement. I still can't believe it. I'm even afraid to say it. I'm afraid I'm going to jinx it or something's going to change. But Ryan, my oldest, my 16-year-old, has a job. Yes, he got a job, y'all. I still can't believe it. He's been so responsible, so good. Now here's what he's doing. It's super cool. It's something I would have wanted to do when I was a kid. I was like, yes. So he has a buddy whose mom owns it's called Camp Bow Wow, and it's a doggy daycare, like a boarding place for dogs, cats. And, over the summer, especially, everyone traveling on vacations, they have a lot of dogs that are being boarded. And then also they have dogs that are dropped off for the day while the parents work to have dogs, go to doggy daycare during the day. So he has a buddy that works there and his mother owns it. And that's where he's working. So he is a camp counselor for this little daycare place, for this little camp for puppies, for doggies. But the poor guy, okay, so he's off today, but he's worked the last 2 days. First day, he had to be up at like 5 o'clock in the morning, but he does get off around 2. So, he's got to get there early, but at least he's off, at a reasonable time, and he still has, some of the day left. But in the second day, he had to get up at 8, but he's setting his own alarm. He's getting up, he's working. I'm just so proud of him. He had to, he needed a little bit of help, filling out some paperwork, after his first day. Some of the stuff that they needed for, IRS and all that stuff. So for him to get paid, but yeah, he's working. I can't believe it. I feel bad for him though, because he came home the first day and he had some scratches on his arms. And then yesterday he came home and he had more scratches. I'm like, buddy, what are these dogs doing? And he's like, well, no, he goes, no, it's not because they're being aggressive. They're really nice. They're just jumping and getting excited. But he said there's different categories of kind of how they have them, broken up into. There's the teacup dog. So they have the little baby, like the little chihuahuas. Then they have the medium size, and then they have large. And I said, well, how many other people, how many other counselors do they have? How many other people are doing what you're doing? He goes, well, by law, and it's almost like a child's daycare. You have to have a certain amount of, people per kids. And same with these doggy daycare places, you have to have one counselor for every 25 dogs. So he said that he was in the small group and he had 16 dogs. And I was just asking him, because I love dogs, y'all know that. And I was just like, what kind of dogs? Were they cute? Did you like any of them? And he was just telling me all about them. And he said they're all so nice. And, of course, there's no aggressive dogs because they have to be, interviewed, if you will, before they allow them to come in, and they make sure that they get along with other dogs. But yeah, he said there's one dog, Princess or something like that. I forget the name, a little girl dog, and she's being boarded there right now. And he said he had to clean up her area, and he said she had a pink princess blanket and pink like babies and all these little stuffed animals. But he's having to pick up dog poop, which he barely does at home. And I'm like, yes. So this guy is working. He is working hard for a living. But what a fun job, right? It's funny that he's doing this because I'd mentioned to my husband, like, I don't know, 6 months ago, and I'm like, honey, one day when I'm old and, kind of the kids are gone and I kind of looking for something to do, I think it'd be really fun to work somewhere with animals, and just be around dogs all day or for a few hours or something. And it's funny because that's now what Ryan's doing. So he gets to go play with the dogs. But yeah, it's exhausting. I can tell at the same time, he's trying to, I said, you get a break? He goes, yeah, but, I don't want to really sit down and take a break. So I think he's just, he wants to make sure he's doing a good job. So I think he's probably overdoing it a little too much. And I said, be sure you eat and, take breaks and, ask questions if you need to. Don't be afraid to, do all those things. But he's a polite kid and he wants to, and this is his friend. Oh, and get this. Forgot to tell you all this part. In addition to it, so his friend and then the mother, so Ryan drives over to their house in the morning and they live real close to us and they drive in together. So he's not spending any gas money driving to this place. He's been fed lunch both times afterwards and the mother's paid. I'm like, wow. So he's got a good little gig, which will give him, hopefully some gas money, just to go out with friends, and because he's always asking me for money. And, that was getting a little old. So, yeah, Mom was running out of cash. I never had cash in my wallet. My boy, you need to get a job. And he got a job. So, yeah, I couldn't wait to tell y'all. I'm so proud of him. His first job. So, we'll see how long he sticks with it. The getting up early part's got to suck. But, it's just a summer job. And it's teaching him, responsibility. And it's good for him. So, I'm really, really proud. It's a good, proud mommy moment when your kid gets a job and you see them functioning, in the world and being good at it so far. So, and then Nate, my 14-year-old, got his first COVID vaccination yesterday because they opened it up to Pfizer here in Texas opened it up to 12 and above, and he's 14, so he got to get his first shot. He did great. He was a little nervous. But we went to the same spot that we had taken Ryan to get his second one. Just a grocery store up the street, a pharmacy in there. They're really nice. Same lady did his. And this time I actually looked. Now, for those of you that don't know me very well, I don't like needles. No, I'm okay with shots as long as I don't look. Now, giving blood is a whole different thing. I pass out. I don't do well with giving blood. But this time, I guess because it wasn't me, I was out of curiosity. I really wanted to see what the needle looked like. And I normally look away for all that stuff. But I did take a little quick little peek before when she first pulled it out and was heading over to him and she took the cover off. Y'all, it was long. And I don't know if that's how long, shots are normally, the needle. I was like, ooh. And then I looked away. I didn't actually see her put it in his arm. I didn't want to see all that. But she did tell him to relax, and he did. And he goes, as soon as it was over, he goes, oh, he was so cute. He was like, well, that wasn't bad. I didn't even feel a shot. I didn't even really feel anything. And he was like, pumped up about it. But yeah, because I think, you get yourself all worked up beforehand. And then when you do it, you realize it wasn't that bad. So he was like, okay, whew, that's over with. But I'm wondering how he's going to feel today. He's actually still sleeping. So I haven't seen him. He said his arm was sore yesterday, which, I told him it would be. So he was feeling the effects of, that yesterday. But I know the day after, and when I got mine, I was tired the next day. So I think he's going to be feeling a little ugh today. Or, he may feel fine. You never know. Kids, like I said, kids are pretty resilient. And they don't, as old folks, feel things sometimes a little bit more than they do. So he might be just fine. But we'll see how he feels today. And but I'm glad that he's, getting vaccinated. And we're just kind of working through everybody. They haven't opened it up to my daughter yet. She's only 8. So, we'll kind of wait and see if they... But I'll tell you what, though, the availability is there now. Much more so than it was when I got mine. I mean, I was on a waiting list for a long time. Now, you just make an appointment and you can go the next day. You can go that same day. And it can be really close to your house, which was not the case at first. So, yep. Another weird thing is stores here are now making it to where they're not requiring a mask if you are fully vaccinated. So, you know, when we're out and about, like, you know, yesterday going shopping, you're seeing a lot more people that are not wearing masks. Okay, I'm back. That's pretty good. That's my first interruption so far. So that's the first time I've had to pause. Not bad at all. My oldest Ryan, he was telling me that he was going to go, he's played baseball for years, and he was going to go be a umpire at a kid's baseball tournament, which that's cool. And I'm like, are you getting paid for it? He's like, no, it's just volunteer. I'm like, cool. So he's going to go head off and do that. So he was just saying goodbye to me. I know this is for Sheena Pike, but there was an announcement that I wanted to make that I'm really, really, really excited about. A friend of mine, it's also a YouTuber here, we have decided to, well, she asked me if I would like to help her host an event for July. So I wanted to just do a little soft launch, like a little announcement, just to get y'all ready and start thinking of, you know, if you have any paintings that would work. But Emeralds and Fairy Lights, Lindsay over there, she's going to be doing a Jasmine Beckett Griffin, so JBG along. We are going to do a Jasmine Beckett Griffin event. So let's do it. I'm excited. I get to do another event, which I'm loving this one. So, yeah, so I was so happy and so honored that she asked me if I'd be interested, and absolutely. I've got mine coming from my Craftably pre-order, so I hope it comes soon, which they are. And, yeah, so please join us, and we'll do weekly giveaways, and then there'll be a grand prize. So it'll be all the regular stuff. We'll use the hashtag jbgalong.com or .com hashtag jbgalong .com. So yeah, we don't have a website, but yeah, so y'all get your Jasmine Beckett Griffith and let's go. Let's do that for July. It'll run the whole month of July. It will need to be a new start, and again, we'll do an official announcement as it gets closer, but her and I just started talking about it this week, and I asked her if it would be okay if I mentioned it to y'all. And yeah, to start get the wheels turning, see if y'all have anything, and if not, order something, because we'd love to have you guys. Be some great prizes, by the way. So I think that's gonna be it. I don't know how long I've been going, but I think y'all have probably heard enough. And like I said, I will attach a little additional video at the end of this, which I will film tomorrow and before it goes out. Okay. Really enjoyed this time with y'all. I hope you enjoyed it as well. Hope you got some work done or got some laundry done or whatever you needed to get done. And I just love chatting with y'all. So let me know down in the comments. Gosh, y'all, I'm sorry. Now that I had Jasper up here, I've got little white Jasper hairs all throughout the painting. Yeah, so tell me how y'all are doing. Tell me what you're working on. And if you've already subscribed to my channel, thank you. I'm almost at 500. Y'all, I don't know if y'all can see me. Where are y'all? Hello, I'm almost at 500. I'm so excited. So if you haven't subscribed, please do. I never thought I'd get anywhere near close to 500. So it's still even weird saying it. But if you have already subscribed, thank you. Glad y'all are here. Hope you're having a good time. And give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this. And then next to the subscribe button that hopefully you have pressed or will press, there's a little bell right next to it. And if you click on that bell, you'll be notified every time I post up a video. Okay, y'all, I love you, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye. Hey, y'all, I'm back. We're going to go ahead and do our week 1 giveaway for the Sheena Pike Along. I do have the random number generator here up on my iPad. And we had a total of 47 comments of everybody that put a dog emoji in the comment section. Now, where you see the check marks, that was just me double checking that I had captured everyone's names. So if you responded, I just gave you a number and put your name down. All right, so like I mentioned in the whip and chat, we're not gonna do just 1, not 2, but 3. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we're gonna be giving away before we get into it. So I showed you guys this already. So this will be for the first person. It's a Muni Made tray and a Sheena Pike print, which I love. I really wish this was a diamond painting. It's gorgeous. So this will be prize number 1. Okay, move that out of the way. And then prize number 2, sorry about the shadows, y'all. This is a 3D printed pen holder that my husband made. So that will go to the second winner. And then I have another one, and that will go to the third winner. And again, you know, like I said in the whip and chat, it's, you know, these are both rainbow, as you can see. You know, I just felt bad that a lot of folks, you know, didn't have their Craftably paintings yet. So I wanted to just give some more stuff away. And these are beautiful. I think you're really going to enjoy these. All the things. So, all right, let's do 1, 2, and 3. And then I'll, you know, have y'all contact me. I'll put my email in the description of the video. And just email me your address and I'll ship these out to you, okay? All right, let's get to it. All right, so I went ahead and put in the minimums 1, max is 47. 38 was just a random number that it just generated whenever I first put it in. All right, are y'all ready? I only have one hand, so I couldn't really do a good drum roll. And 23. 23 is Jeanette. Let me see if I can read my own handwriting. Janelle, I hope I'm not, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but Jeanette, please reach out to me and send me an email with your information and I will get that to you. Okay, y'all, let's go ahead and do number 2. Gonna do our little drum roll for suspense. And 27. That's gonna be on the next sheet. And that'll be Janet Case. So Janet, you are second winner. You'll get one of the rainbow pen holders. All right, y'all. Last person. Let me get off of that. And it will be 21. Let's go see who 21 is. 21 is Andrea Sanchez. Okay, congratulations to all the winners. Thank y'all again for entering and for joining along for this event. Mindy and I are having such a good time. Really, really fun time. So I'm looking forward to, you know, the next week's Whip and Chat where, you know, we'll just keep doing giveaways and grand prizes and keep posting your progresses and your pictures all on Instagram. And we'll keep looking at those. And it's just been so much fun. So I hope y'all are having a good time. I know we are. And I just love doing this event. It's been a great time. So, all right, y'all. Until next time, I love you and I'll see you then. Okay, bye.